Thing is in life, guys, your goals always fail because you're chasing habits with the wrong identity. Deep this for like a second, right? If you're a really stressed out, burnt out guy, carrying too much weight, for example, but you've got a big fucking goal, a big exciting goal that you want to pursue, then you're just a stressed, fat, burnt out guy with a big goal. What you need to be focusing on is changing your identity, how you see yourself, how you perceive yourself. Because the guy who really takes it to the top, the guy that wins, keeps on winning, is the guy who's already became, right? And this is something I went through personally myself. Now, I speak from the heart when I say this. Like, I've been in the fitness space for 10 years now. Working on my body since I was like 15, 16 years old, got the dumbbell weight set, training in my bedroom, all that kind of stuff. I've been addicted to self-improvement, trying to be better. But I went through so many like cycles of winning, losing, winning, losing, winning, losing. Elements of self-sabotage, elements of success, elements of doing extremely well, then failing massively, going round and round in this cycle of up and down. And I used to scratch my head and think, why am I just not there yet? Why am I not where I want to be? And I've been doing this, I say, guys, 10 years. And the biggest thing was, I still was hung up on old ways of thinking, right? And see if your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, your behaviors, if there's any inkling of doubt or fear or scarcity or self-sabotage still inside you from a past self, then what's going to happen is you're still going to operate through a paradigm based upon an old experience. So maybe it's a vice that you have. Maybe it's pornography. Maybe it's drugs. Maybe it's alcohol. Maybe it's binge eating. And, you know, you can willpower yourself through for a couple of weeks without falling into these vices, but then life happens. You know, the rug gets pulled from underneath your feet, you fall over, and you spill all your milk. Weird analogy that, but bear with me. And then you fall back on the vices because that's where you comfort yourself from, you know? It numbs things for a little bit, a numbing agent, we'll call it. And you can't level up all the way to the top until you've really gone through a massive process of removal. Massive fan of the quote, success via subtraction. You need to remove the bullshit so you can focus on the good shit, right? Because you've got too many things going on in your life right now, right? And for new habits to be added in, you can't just have all these bad habits but add new good habits on top, because it's like the law of polarity. There's too much going on. There's too much pressure on either side. Therefore, you being in the middle, you're going to snap first. So what you need to actually do, guys, right? If you want to move forward, you want to get to where you want to be, you got to run a bit of an audit for yourself, right? And this is something I've done personally for me. I do this with my clients all the time, right? The last 6 weeks of your life have now equated the current results in which you have with your body, your business, your bank account, life balance you have, whatever it may be, right? The results you have. Have a look at your training, have a look at your nutrition, have a look at your energy, have a look at your work output, have a look at your, vice tolerance, and get clear on how many times you've ticked these boxes. Have you been hitting your training, hitting your macros, hitting your sleep? Have you been falling back into vices? When and what vices did you fall back into? And just get clear, have like a nice high-level overview and audit everything. Because then you can slowly, through just a gradual game of like attrition, just start picking away small parts of it. Because guys, you can't change everything overnight. You really can't. And those people that say you can are just lying to you. You know, it's fake, it's bullshit motivation that they're trying to stuff down your throat. It's like mental masturbation, like change everything in one day and do all this, go all in, bro. I get that. I really do get that. But there has to be a little bit of realism here, because you're a logical person. If you're watching this video, you're most likely a very logical person. So changing everything in one day is not 100% accurate. So let's say it's smoking, let's say it's drinking, let's say it's the binge eating. Okay, what is one deliberate action we can now take this week to not do that? Okay, maybe it's from the smoking, maybe it's getting the nicotine gum. or the patches. Maybe with the binge eating, maybe it's like we pre-plan our food a little bit more effectively and efficiently. Maybe it's alcohol. Maybe we just say no. Maybe we book ourselves in to do something early on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning to minimize the need or the ability to go out on a weekend. Because for a long time for me it was cannabis. I used to smoke weed all the time. Take maybe some drugs on the weekend as well. Drink alcohol. And binge eat. I used to just like grind and hustle all week, then unravel like a ball of wool on the weekend and really have a clash and clash with my identity. Who I was Monday to Friday, who I was Saturday, Sunday. Complete difference. It was like Jekyll and Hyde, you know? And that might be like you right now. It's like A-star student Monday to Friday, but when the weekend comes, bro. Crazy, okay? So you need to be thinking, guys, what now needs to be removed from my life? And be willing to let go of it, but you do need a little bit of leverage in the front end. You need to have something that's going to take your attention away from the white space, because if you pull all the bad habits out in a money, that's where the white space happens. And when you have idle hands, it makes work of the devil. We had a dog once, right? We had a dog, and like my mum was quite proud of our garden. This was years ago. And we were trying to train this dog, and every single day it would dig up the garden, dig holes in the garden and the rose bushes and everything like that, and there'd be holes everywhere. And we're like, how do we sort this? How do we train this? And no matter what we done, we couldn't discipline the dog to stop digging these holes. So we hired a dog trainer, right? We hired this dog trainer to come and train it and give the dog purpose. Give the dog a reason to, bark when someone chapped at the door, or protect mum when she was at a walk, or to do X, do Y, do Z. But we trained the dog psychology. We gave the dog purpose, gave it leadership, gave it a new code, gave it a new identity. And then what happened? It stopped digging up all the rose bushes. It stopped digging up the garden because it now had a new habit, a new routine, a new way of living, a new way of being. Same dog, different actions. Same dog, different inputs. So that's like you right now. It's like same person, yes, 100%. It's not that you're going to click your fingers and turn into Chris Hemsworth here. But you need to change your habits, your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, your behaviors on a day-to-day basis. You really do. And it's a bit of an upwards battle initially to begin with. But I tell you what, guys, if you lean into it, if you allow that change to happen, if you let go of the past vices that are holding you back, that are keeping you stuck, keeping you frustrated, I can undoubtedly tell you that the speed you're going to move forward through in life, in health, in relationships, in business, and quality of results overall will be magnificent. It will be insane. And you need a simple system to do that. With a lot of our clients, we use the TD5, which is 5 simple daily habits. They get your routine really dialed in. They get your nutrition really dialed in, make your calories, your macros super easy to hit. Get your training dialed in with 3 to 4 strength training sessions per week minimum, or maximum, I should say. To be honest, some guys only do 2 or 3. Your flow optimization, so you're super productive, and then your AM and PM priming, so your mind, your bookshelf is in place to hold everything together. We have a system, right? And a lot of guys try eat healthy, try get off the drugs, the booze, the this, the that. They try to do all these things, but they don't actually have a simple system, because simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. You ever heard that one? The simpler the process, the easier the application. If you have a simple system that aligns you guys with your physique goals, so how you look, your aesthetics, your purpose, your long-term mission, vision, your productivity, how much stuff you get done on a day-to-day basis, the 3 to 5 big levers, and then your physical and mental performance, like your confidence, your articulation, your energy, how you operate day to day. If those 4 are taken care of by the TD5, then the chances of you becoming extremely successful will be there. And that's what we need to be looking at more than anything else, is putting you in a place and space where you now have what you've always needed installed into your life, right? And I want to help you out here. I really do want to help you out here. In the description below, there will be a link on for like a WhatsApp short link. Just it'll be on this phone, I can imagine. DM me the word TD5 and I'll shoot over a guide. I just want to give it to you, right? You chat with me directly and I might ask a couple other questions, but I want to just help you out. But yeah, guys, you can't just add new habits to a broken system. Change the system, then habits can change. So right now, if your identity is off, you're not showing up like the guy you want to be, it's simple. You just got to become the guy. You got to have the right roadmap in place, the right system in place, the right habits in place, the right thinking in place. Because if you guys had my mindset, then you'd think differently. You just would. That's what I believe anyway. So we got to change who you are right now. So get very, very clear on where you want to be, what success looks and feels like, what action steps could be reversed from the end point to now, and which you could follow through on. Do the 6-week audit across your training, nutrition, mindset, life, habits, business, vices. Get clear on it all. Grade yourself in a 1 to 5 for each. Channel the data, and then what we're working on, what we're scaling, what we're moving with. So guys, very, very simple actionables on this video today. I'll love you. I'll leave you. If you're enjoying more of the kind of podcast, city down ones, just let us know in the comments below. Try to keep pumping these out. Road to 1,000 subs. Really, really excited to continue just moving forward and just getting deeper and deeper on these, these videos. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Much love. Catch you.